Hello and thank you for tuning into this video. It's the beginning of school. We've been in school for about 2 full weeks now between orientation and actual days. And I can tell you it's going great. It's going really well. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about our world and the role that Purcell Marian plays in it right now. Without a doubt, we can see that there are issues of justice, issues of racism that are boiling over throughout our country right now. And we've actually had a few other schools reach out to us and say, you know, what are you doing and how can we share from your experience? So I want to share with you what my answer to that question is. The answer is there's no big new initiative here at Purcell Marian. It's always been here, right? We are a naturally diverse community, and we have, since I was a student here 25 years ago, embraced one another as children of God, as a people of God. And we love, learn, and live with one another. And so that's what we do. But what I haven't done is share with you what it is that we've been doing. So let me do that right now. It's good news. Over the summertime, in the wake of the murder of George Floyd, I brought all of our staff in, required. And I asked our African American staff members, would you be courageous enough to share whatever it is that you want to share with your non-black colleagues that you feel they need to know, as a means to better serve our African American students? And every one of our staff members said yes. And so we came in and we listened. Some things made sense. Some things were challenging, and they made even myself feel uncomfortable. But it was in that discomfort that I learned, that I grew. After that 2.5-hour session, there was such a need and a want to hear and learn more that we scheduled a second session. And we continued that learning. And again, staff said, Andy, can we do this again? I said, sure. And so as we started the school year, we had an in-service where we specifically addressed the unique bias and life experience that each and every one of us have. Not as a means of division, but as a means of better understanding. And if we can learn from that, maybe we can better be colleagues to one another and better be educators to our students. And that too has left us wanting more. We welcomed our students in, and we had just a great week of orientation. It was certainly focused around the dynamics of COVID, but we also took an opportunity to really start to talk to our students again, before even school starts, about the issues that we face and that they face. And so we talked about what biases do they may have. And we used our assistant principals, Mr. Tobin and Ms. Johnson, who look at first appearance to be very different from one another. And so what were those biases that we could create? And we broke them down. You know, all too often there's people out there that are in front of a camera that are saying things to divide us. Saying things to, here's why you should not like this group and why you should not like this group. And we don't accept that here. What we say is, sure, we all bring to the table of God our unique story, our unique differences. But we can celebrate those differences. We can learn from those differences and use those to make us better. That's what we're doing here. We have a book club focused on this for our adults. Believe me, we're going to continue this with our students. And what I'm going to do is make sure that we tell our Purcell Marian story better as it relates to diversity, equity, inclusion, and anti-racism. Because it's happening. It's always happened. But I need to lead the way. We need to lead the way. Our students need to lead the way here in Cincinnati by sharing what we're doing. The truth is once you have the courage to take that first step, it's easy. And that first step is just simply zipping your mouth and listening. There's a quote from Timothy chapter 2. For God did not give us a spirit of cowardice, but rather of power and love. We're going to use that God-given gift of power and love to share what we are doing as we reinforce the dynamics of authentic diversity, authentic equity and authentic inclusion, and pure anti-racism as a means to change our world. You may hear some things that might make you uncomfortable. Good. It's in that discomfort that you will learn more. Our teachers, our students, our parents, everyone associated to the castle here, we are committed to learning more and doing better in this world and not allowing people, whatever side of the room they stand on, divide us here. So with that said, pay attention. We're going to share lots of great things with you as we go forward. And I can't wait to do that. So, thank you. And as always, from one Cavalier to another, together, onward, Cavaliers.